Welcome to another episode of The Edge Outdoors. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to transform this today. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. As I said, thanks so much for tuning in to The Edge Outdoors. We truly appreciate it as you follow along with us in our land and hunting journeys. As you can see, I stirred some bugs again. Oh, did I ever. All right, so as I told you yesterday, we have 5 acres to work here today. And I'm going to do it all with a 4-foot disc and drag and a Ranger, which seems daunting, but I'm gonna get rolling. I'm gonna have the tunes going. I'm just gonna relax. I love to do this stuff, so this is not work by any stretch of the imagination. So what we're putting in is Mossy Oak Biologic, I don't know if you can see it through the plastic, winter bulbs. Now the biologic winter bulbs get a really big bulb for brassica, a really big turnip. And the goal here is, it's July 13th today, about a month ahead of when I would normally plant my brassicas. But the goal here is to have a major destination food source in company with the crop fields, the ag fields, and have that big bulb so they have a good late season food source, with our sorghum just on the other side here to the north. So should be a good deal. Sorghum, will feed the pheasants, deer, turkeys, and the turnips here. The deer are going to eat on them. I'm sure the turkeys will eat on the green tops, whatnot. So I've even seen the pheasants in our brassicas before. So a little bit for everything. Like I said, we've got a chore ahead of us. I've got the 40-pound bag. 9 pounds to an acre is what you need on that winter bulb. So we've got enough to do 5 acres. I'm going to mix in a little bit too of Mossy Oak Biologics Deer Radish. I'm just going to sprinkle that in the spreader with the winter bulbs and just add a little mix in there, a little bit extra seed to what we have. So I'm going to get out of these bugs. I'm going to get to work and we'll wrap this up. This will be a rather quick episode today, but you get the gist of what I'm doing, and I just wanted to get the information out on a bigger scale like this. To me, a bigger scale, a huge scale to me, how I'm going about it. So stay tuned, be back in a while, and we're going to get this worked up. All right, we got this worked up. A little more work than I thought it would be. I learned that even some spots that seem like they might have a crust over them out here, you get stuck. I am all sorts of mud and gook. I understand now why Judy said she would never help Laverne get another tractor out of this field. So got stuck a couple times. Should have probably videoed it, but the frustration, I didn't want to mess with the camera, so probably would have been entertaining to you guys. But as typical farming goes, the disc broke. Section of the disc came out. The other section got stuck in there. I realized this disc, I came across it on a barter deal, and I realized the top of this is not structural enough to hold a disc. So I am going to beef that up. Most of you know I'm a machinist during the day, so I'm going to beef that up. No big deal. We'll get that fixed. Just a few bolts, no big deal, but add some bracing to it, and we'll call it a day on that. So now it's time to spread the seed. I feel like I got it nice and smooth, and the reason I pushed the issue on how quickly I got out here, I want to take advantage of the moisture that's in the soil. And now I know you guys are going to chime in and go, Eric, you just dissed it up, you're starting to take more moisture out. Well, Still needed to break up that upper crust. It was kind of like a dried lake bed where it looked dry, but definitely wet underneath. We brought some more moisture up. I'm going to put this seed down, and I'll show you. I don't own a cultipacker, and with biologic winter bulbs, as we're planting, it recommends a cultipacker. Well, I'll show you what I do with that as a kind of a cheaper farmer. So I'm going to get this spread, spare you on that. You guys watched me spread fertilizer the other day. So I'm going to get this spread, and then I'll show you what I do in lieu of a cultipacker, and we'll wrap this episode up. All right, that was 2 full hoppers. I got an 80-pound spreader, but I filled it up twice. I didn't want to fill it right to the top because then it shakes around and seed spills. I do realize I need to get myself a cover for this spreader so I can go a little bit quicker across the ground without seeds trying to spill out. But all told, went somewhat into this corner. I didn't exactly have that worked up, but we spread it across anyway. Winter bulbs is a very fine seed, and I set it at the lowest setting possible on that spreader and just kept watching my level in the spreader to know that it was going down at a good rate. I feel like we did good. That's why I did 2 hoppers worth. 1 hopper did the entire thing, and then I did the entire thing again with another hopper. Better than getting halfway through and then I'm out of seed. So it took a little longer, but I love being down here anyway, so not a big deal. Like I said, the winter bulbs are seeded at 9 pounds per acre. I feel like we have close to 5 acres here. Should have equated just right. Light spreading, and we got it in the ground. Now, I don't have a cultipacker to go over this, so what I'm going to do, and what I've done in years past, is I take the UTV, and you'll already see that there's tracks in the dirt from the UTV, of course. Well, I'm going to just start running around, and track for track, I'll basically turn this into a little oval track for a while. Not going like tearing it up, but just trying to get it compacted in. So the cool part about that is I don't have to worry about that I'm pulling something behind me. I don't have to worry about the hopper rolling around. I can do this fairly quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Probably check on a few things back in the woods today. It's so buggy that, I mean, you can see how buggy it is out here, even in the wind. So buggy back there, I don't even think I'm going to get off of the machine because it's probably a nightmare. But I figured the best time to look at everything is in the afternoon because I know we've got a lot of damage to clean up back there as well. But that'll be another episode. Once again, if you would, hit that like and subscribe, notification bell, never miss an episode of The Edge Outdoors. I appreciate each and every one of you that watches, and tune in soon. We'll have another one coming soon. So until then, get outdoors.